So we're going to be talking to the booty queen. Let us call her up now. Let us call her up now. We're going to be talking to the booty queen, man. She goes by the name of Anna, out of HalfTime Fitness. Good morning, good evening, good night. She's just getting ready.
I was trying to grab a fan. I'm hot over here.
I know, like I was saying, it's really, really hot on the outside, but I'm telling the people to just go outside, embrace it, have fun, you know what I mean? Just embrace
Absolutely.
it. Absolutely,
we've been indoors for too long.
That's right. And in a few months, time flies. So in a few months, it's gonna be winter again.
Absolutely. So I'm wondering, where's my ginger wine?
At the LCBO.
I know. I thought that'd be provided. Aren't we sponsored?
Oh my! Well, we're not sponsored yet, but we're trying to get there, right?
Awesome.
My hands are. I'm praying. Hopefully, they get all the tags that they've been getting about my show, and decide to throw something my way, right? Woo! So, ladies and gentlemen, we have here on the line the one and only out of Toronto. She is known as the booty queen. She will turn your life around, make you look good. Anna, out of HalfTime Fitness, introduce yourself and let the people know who we have online.
All right. Well, my name is Anna Lewis. I am the owner and operator of HalfTime Physique Body Contouring. I've been doing body contouring for just over 3 years. I started with body contouring because I have a background in fitness and nutrition, and I've spent over 10, 11 years of my life actually in the gym trying to get a booty. But if you know me, you know that I am 6 feet tall and basically shaped like a pencil. So it was quite a bit of work on that part until I was introduced to this phenomenal machine with its background in Colombia, these Delphin machines that do this phenomenal job of just giving that shape, that silhouette, that's just become more and more desirable over the past number of years. So yeah, I've been really fortunate. Over the past couple of years, my business has really grown. And believe it or not, the pandemic has actually been a blessing for that. So it's been a great opportunity this year to really make advancements in the field.
That's actually pretty good that, the pandemic, through all of this, that it's actually brought in a lot more business for you. That is pretty good. I mean, I guess people don't want to sit down and get fat, right?
It's not so much business, it's more comfort, right? So before the pandemic, we were all really comfortable with our lifestyle, right? So, I had a phenomenal job. I worked in the film industry, phenomenal benefits, phenomenal retirement, all of that stuff. And I had been doing body contouring part-time, but I was just so comfortable where I was that I wasn't willing to take the steps to get where I wanted to be. So the blessing in all of this is that the pandemic has made us all uncomfortable. It's made us uncomfortable with the norm. It's made us uncomfortable with these, corporations who employ us, who will just fire us at, for no loss within themselves.
That's right.
And, it's really given a lot of us the opportunity to look within ourselves, whether it is a passion with art or a passion in fitness or a passion in food, and using social media and what we have available to us to, grow who we are and what we love and let that become a part of what we do.
You're absolutely right. So Anna, I mean, you answered one of my questions already, which is, how long have you been in the business, which is 3 years, but, you went back, you always had an interest in it, right?
Absolutely. I love how the body works. So getting down to the muscular skeletal system, right? Muscle, the muscle fibers, the lymphatic system, white blood cells, red blood cells, like everything within us that makes us who we are. We are so phenomenally designed. Even like hey, I hate to tell you, but women, like, we have babies. Like, we're pretty awesome with that, you know? And the capability of what we can put ourselves through and what we can recover from in general. So my interest in fitness and nutrition really just stemmed from the part of, you know, I have 4 kids. I had my first child, and I just wasn't satisfied with, you know, how I was looking, right?
Yeah.
And so I took this opportunity. Like, body contouring wasn't around back then.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
It was either you go in, you go hard, you lift the weights, you do the diet, you do the nutrition, you know, you get focused on that. And that is what initially became the passion for me, right? So getting into body contouring, that was more of a step where I had become so discouraged. By what I was seeing in general out there, which is these women who have these phenomenal shapes, you know, most probably half my size with different genetics. And just that I wasn't capable to achieve that, right? And it was through body contouring that I was able to get the physique that I desired.
Okay.
And I really think, that's where it started for me, to be honest. Yeah.
So I assume that you know, in this industry you have to keep up with, you know, new procedures and technologies to help people reach achieve their summer bodies, right? So would you say that this is a trending industry, or people are still drawn to the quick and easy, you know, liposuction and implants and stuff?
Well, the thing is that liposuction and implants they were what created this alternative industry, because the reality of the situation is not everybody wants to go under the knife.
True.
Yo, your drink looks so nice.
It is.
Jeez,
Trust me. It
I'm
is
gonna
so
send
good.
my husband over. I was not prepared for this.
Oh my God, it is so good. Trust me, it is so good.
But yeah, it's actually, you know, the cosmetic industry that made the demand for the industry that I'm working in right now. Because not everybody wants to go under the knife. Not everybody wants to do cosmetic procedures to enhance themselves. There's a huge demographic that want to work with what they have. Yeah. They want to enhance or escalate their current results, right? Yeah. The reality of the situation is these treatments specifically have been, you know, they've been known internationally for 17 years plus, right? So, for example, like the company that I work for, Delphin, has been in business over in Colombia for 17 years. So this specific form of vacuum therapy has been around, you know, before the fads. Women in Colombia, they do these treatments, whether it be wood therapy or vacuum therapy. They're doing these treatments just as frequently as women here are getting their nails done, right? But now, because we have such a large access to information, because we can talk to people across the world with an internet connection, we're able to see treatments and practices that are going on and can benefit us internationally, right?
I got you.
So this is really just the beginning. This is really just the beginning. So, like I said, fortunately, it was these cosmetic procedures that brought it over to North America that we were able to, you know, provide a substitution for this.
Okay.
But I wouldn't call it a quick fix, and they're in it not only for the results but for themselves. So
I hear you. So Anna, you know, ever since I posted the flyer, right? I mean, I've been getting so many people reaching out to me. I don't know if anybody hit you up, but a lot of people seems to be interested in a lot of your services, man.
I bet.
I mean, somewhere it's right around the corner, and you know, the name of your company is called HalfTime Fitness. So I think a lot of these people, you know, I guess they got tired of making up their own workouts and whatnot, so they want to achieve that halftime figure.
Right? Well, this is what I say. This is how I came up with HalfTime Physique, where I'm going to get you those real results in half the time. So, you know, real results, half the time, HalfTime Physique. So
one of the questions I actually had for you was that if, you know, like, okay, so you get results in half the time, but let's say, you have somebody has a very poor diet or whatnot. So does your service, your methods, does it work with, let's say, like, do you have to keep a healthy lifestyle in order to, come to get your service or your treatments?
So with regards to that, I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to let everybody know that nothing in life will ever substitute a healthy lifestyle. Whether the way it affects your mental health, whether it affects your energy, whether it affects your weight loss. With regards to plastic surgery, people think it's a quick fix all the time, but if you go back to these toxic traits that you were initially involved in to get to where you were, you're going to end up back there, only your butt might be 4 times bigger instead of your waist, which, seems nice in the beginning, but then try finding pants, right? So with regards to body contouring, like, we don't want to just encourage a quick fix. We do want to encourage lifestyle changes, where it's like, we are here as a specialist to support you through your journey to get you to those results. What happens here can help escalate that. But if you go back out there and you continue with behavior that is affecting, your energy levels, your fat cells, your mental health, all these things that, instead of having that energy to go and work out, or having that energy to think positively about your results and where you're going, it's not going to mean anything, right? But with that being said, like, that is across the board in everything you do. Even with the global pandemic, we know one of the ways to keep you feeling better, to keep you healthy, is to be eating good foods and boosting your immunity, right? But if we don't stop doing that, it doesn't mean that we're not going to get it. And if we do it, it doesn't mean we aren't going to get it. And so it's the same practice that's kind of across the board there, right? So I don't think, I would never ever say that anything could be a substitute for nutrition and your lifestyle.
So people, you heard it, right? I mean, Anna's service is great. She is great at what she does, but you still gotta get that workout in, people. So Anna,
yeah, you gotta meet me halfway.
That's right. Half and half makes the whole. One hand can't clap, right? Mm-hmm. So Anna, tell us.
But with that being said, I do want to emphasize that it's not necessarily the workout. So a lot of it would be the factor with regards to nutrition. Right? So it's not that you have to come here and then go to the gym. However, again, that's a benefit in general. But coming here and focusing on nutritional and lifestyle changes as a whole. So it's not, because I do, and the reason I interject there is because I do get people who are hesitant to come because they're like, I'm not working out. And I don't want to deter anybody. I don't want to say, hey, if you're not working out, you can't come. Because the reality is, like, 80% of the population right now is in a situation where they're sedentary and can't be working out. So yes, you can still receive the treatments, you can receive the benefits of the treatments, but as a whole, your lifestyle, specifically with regards to nutrition, is going to play a factor in there. If you're working out, excellent, you can escalate those results further, but I don't want to deter anybody by saying, if you're not working out, you can't come, because this isn't a gym. The whole purpose of this is to provide that alternative as well, right? And that support. So
that's right. So Anna, mm-hmm. Is there any new procedures or any new services that you are going to be launching in the near future?
So any new services or treatments. So to be honest, my focus is booty. Like, it sounds really weird. Like, people are like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, well, I build booty, There are a lot of modalities out there. There's wonderful treatments. You can do frequency treatments. There's Colombian wood therapy treatments. There's lymphatic drainage treatments. There are, and again, with the access to information internationally, we're constantly constantly learning about new methods to treat fat, to treat adipose tissue, to break up cellulite, to build muscle tissue. However, my focus, like honestly, my passion is for this form of Colombian vacuum therapy. Just because not only what I've seen it do for myself, but what I've seen it do for others as well. And like not just weight loss, weight gain, but like confidence and that self-love, right? So I like to focus on booty. I love to focus on booty treatments. Kind of weird that I'm a woman calling myself a booty specialist. Because I'm sure you probably called yourself that a couple times.
We're gonna get into that.
It's a different usage of the term here, okay? But that's what it is, right? So I do booty facials, I do booty lifts, I do skin tightening, fat reduction. It is a whole plethora there. So nothing too new that hasn't really been announced. Focusing a lot on the training.
Remember, people, she goes by the name of Anna Lewis, HalfTime Fitness. If you're not into the thing, you better go on the Instagram, check it out. She also has a website. You can check it out. Trust me, it's going down, man. You're inside the Magic Shop Live. Yours truly, MistaKuskie, the entertainer, and we ain't going anywhere, man. We here. I hope Anna has time today because with this topic, we might be here for a little bit longer today, you know.
Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's time for the Magic Shop Live with MistaKuskie.
Sorry about that.
You gotta kick somebody off the Wi-Fi. Tell them it's your turn now.
There's a whole bunch of us here, so.
Tell them, hey, say, it's your turn now until, tell them give you a little bit of time, man.
Exactly.
So, Anna, tell us, the listeners and the viewers, how does your booty build service work? And, how will a woman feel after? Like, have you tried any of these on yourself at all?
Oh my gosh, yes. That's how I got into it. With regards to how does it feel? So typically it's very similar to a deep tissue massage. So the purpose initially, you get the body prepared, you work with the circulation and the circulatory system to ensure that you're not providing any injury. And although this sounds complicated, it's usually just by a massage. It's very similar to a deep tissue massage. There are specialized vacuum therapy cups that are used to help mold and shape, and this is usually done by repetitive strokes and some negative pressure, which is the induction of the suction. And then you've got these big booty cups that go on, they massage the glutes and then pulsate, which is very similar to one of those like squats or hip thrusts, right? So we're engaging the muscles, we're engaging all those glutes and the tissue, we're stimulating tissue growth as well as collagen and all of that. So yeah, it's amazing what booty cups can do for the booty. So women come out, they feel plump, they feel round, they feel large. One of the the common responses I get is I feel meatier.
Oh wow! So listen to this, right?
So the booty will feel meaty.
So I mean, okay, they come out of the treatment and they feel good like that. Has any of your clients,
absolutely,
right? Has any of your clients feel so good that they say, Anna, just smack it?
No. So I think that's where your version of booty specialist comes in. I'm not definitely I've taken some videos that could be considered, but
So you mentioned, these cups. So do these cups they come in different size per booty, or is just like one standard size cup?
Absolutely. So every body is created so uniquely, right? Like we all have different shapes and sizes, and it's the same for our bum.
Okay.
Right? So women are not all shaped the same. So there are cups with various sizes to work on the various shapes of women. The other phenomenal thing is that the various shapes in the sizing can also target different muscular areas to encourage growth there as well.
Okay. So Anna, would you can I sign up? Can I register for you to do my booty?
Absolutely. Can you bring your thong? You got a nice little thong you can wear, Anderson?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could order one on Amazon, you know. Amazon these days got everything, right?
I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's a lot of swimwear that would look phenomenal.
I'm pretty sure. I will
nice
consider.
Line up there.
I will consider. So, apart from booty transformation and all of that, is there other areas of the body that you work on?
Absolutely. So basically we cover the entire body from the thighs. I treat cellulite. We do booties. We do skin tightening, arms. I've done skin tightening like a breast lift as well, because it's all the same collagen, which is in the tissue, which causes the skin to be tighter. We've done arms. We've done facials. I do facial lifting with vacuum therapy and a frequency called radio frequency, which again is really good for inducing collagen into the skin. So really and truly, there's no area that I can't treat. I was actually using radio frequency the other day on like even a calf muscle. So for women who have cellulite in their calves, like I said, everybody is so unique. So what I'm seeing come into my practice ranges for everyone. Typically, when a woman comes in with an area of concern, or rather, I like to call it an area where she would like to improve, because we never want to talk down about our bodies. Like that's, we are so phenomenal regardless of how we feel about ourselves. So whenever they come in, it's typically usually something very personal. And it's interesting, some of the things I've heard, I'd be like, oh, for me, I've had a number of women come in, they're like, can you treat my thigh gap? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, my thighs touch. And in my head, I'm like, do you know how many squats I've done to make my thighs touch? I'm like, I want that. How is that not a thing for you? But again, it's so much up to the individual. And we find solutions for all of that, to be completely honest. Yeah.
Well, that's really good that, you actually, you meet the client's expectation, and with that kind of mindset, you actually, you're going to get a lot of business when, you cater to people in that sense, like even on a personal level, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, like I said, body contouring is fairly new within the industry itself. So not a lot of people know, right? Not only about the services, but what can be done. So I do get a lot of, can you do this? Can you do this? So it is phenomenal. It's interesting to hear about certain areas of concern for women and how it is so diverse across the board.
Okay, so, and you said you studied, the way the muscles and everything work. So do you ever get like any clients with like sports injuries and stuff? Do you do anything with that?
Yes, I don't have a background in physio or massage therapy, so that's not something. I don't treat or diagnose conditions. However, those aspects are important to know, especially if we're working with the vacuum therapy, because we wouldn't want to trigger anything. And if I did have someone coming in with aches or pains, I wouldn't be treating them for that. And that would go into a recommendation for them to see a professional in that field.
Okay, sounds good. So people, you heard she's not a massage therapist. She's a booty specialist. Get it right.
Exactly.
a lot of the questions that I'm asking you, I actually know the answers to, because I kind of did some research. Not a lot, but I did some. But it's just for.
Good. I bet it was really nice to do that research.
Oh yeah.
Anderson?
Oh yeah.
Just, scroll through those photos on my page.
Yeah, of course. So I know a lot of the answers, but I just ask them so that, the listeners and the viewers can, because some people might be shy to even type.
Absolutely.
So we have a question on the Instagram Live. How many sessions do you need?
So this is in order for you to see the results, there is some consistency. So, you may come in for a treatment, you may do some skin tightening, and immediately after see results. However, those results typically take 72 hours to see the full effect. When you are coming in for an assessment and you are getting that consultation, again, the recommendations are usually individual to the individual's needs, the request, as well as of the problem area, right? So what would be a typical recommendation for sessions would be from anywhere from 6 to 12. And that just, again, it depends on the severity. It depends on the other aspects that you're taking into account for your own life as well. So for example, if you want to come in and you want to do a fat reduction on your tummy, we'll say, okay? And you say, you know what, Anna, I've started exercising, I've started eating well, I'm taking steps towards this lifestyle, but I really want to speed up my results. In that case, it may only take you 6 sessions, right? And you could space them a little further apart. If you come in and you're like, I'm focusing more on my nutrition, I've had this weight for a while, it's been hard for me to lose, that could take you 7 sessions. If we're treating cellulite, it could be a different session recommendation. For my booty treatments, it usually is about 6 for you to see that lift and for you to see that growth. So that has been a measurable recommendation of sessions that I have made a package available for individuals. And that, again, is based on experience for the volume of women coming in for that treatment. But once again, my consultations are also free, so it is best to kind of book that, to talk about the issue, and to kind of review where you are and where you want to be, and then making a session recommendation based on that information.
Okay, so people, as she said, long story short, no two bodies are the same. So every
I know I chat a lot. I'm
right?
sorry.
No. I'm just saying, no two bodies are the same. So depends on how many sessions you need. It just depends on what you want to achieve, right? So it all depends on
Anderson, you're going to learn quickly from me. There's no simple answer. There's no yes or no answer to anything I say.
Hey, that is all right. I mean, anything goes inside the Magic Shop Live, man. So I see that you have some classes coming up. Tell us a bit about, these classes and who is eligible for, to sign up for these classes.
Okay, that's a phenomenal question. So as I mentioned, I've been in the industry for over 3 years now. I am actually certified as a master trainer by the company that manufactures and the booty machines. They actually have a whole facility in Colombia where they do this training, and it's become an international craze. So already I've trained people in Dubai, in Hawaii, California, Iran, all over the world. And what I'm doing is I put together a master class which goes over not only the foundation and the principles, our biochemistry, our anatomy, a lot of the theory, and really digging deep into understanding not only how, but why the equipment works the way it does. So again, this practice is booming in Canada right now. It is becoming as popular as, women are including it like they get their lashes done. So the demand to be in the industry is there. And right now, because it's fairly new, a lot of the educators, no shade, but a lot of the educators don't have the experience to be properly teaching this information. I've done a number of recertifications for individuals who just found that their classes were inadequate. And again, from that, I've been able to build this master class, which really covers everything going into becoming a body contouring specialist.
So will you be offering these classes online and how would they be able to sign up for your classes?
So it's done. You can do them online. You can do them virtually. So it isn't a pre-recorded class. It is a one-on-one with me. There's a portion again on theory, and then there's a practical as well. And you can do them if you are located in Ontario. You can do them one-on-one with me. So currently, I'm only offering the one-on-one option, just because, we still are in the middle of a pandemic. So people are, only 10 people, social distancing, right? but I want to be respectful to every individual and know their feelings at this time. So I am currently, if you're in Ontario, offering one-on-one lessons. It is roughly a two-day course. And yeah, so you can shoot me a DM. It's on my website as well. If you have an inquiry, you can send an inquiry on the website. We have a section for the academic portion. But yeah, so it's any way you can find me, you can reach me that way. Whatever works best.
Very good. I mean, she's all on Instagram. Ladies, you can just type in, or gentlemen, if, just don't be shy. If you have a problem, send Anna a little, a little DM, right? Be respectful. Okay. And,
now I gotta say, there aren't a lot of gentlemen in the field right now. So I'm like, Anderson, if you're trying to start a new craze here, like if you want to become like the new booty specialist, HalfTime Physique version, you're more than welcome. I don't know. You may be actually catering to a different demographic. However, you might be quite successful there.
So listen. I may not be. I may not want to be the booty specialist like you are, but maybe I could be a male model. Maybe I could be a male model, because I might have a little thing to get rid of, you know what I mean? I could be one of your models where you can, show that, okay, guys, men come here too, so it's okay for you guys to do that as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. So, Anna, so in terms of equipment, like specific to, the service that you offer, like, is there one specific place to buy it, or can you find, because everybody is just ordering stuff online, anywhere online they see, they see like something that look like what you use, and they say, okay, maybe I could just do a YouTube crash course and let me just buy this one. So explain to us, the type of equipment that you use and what is recommended.
Absolutely. So that is basically life right now, right? Is the easy, accessible, and trending, right? Is like we feel like we can replicate it. We feel like we can make modifications to it. So I work with the Colombian company. So we've got to think about this. When you are practicing a kind of treatment or service, what is its origins, right? Like this has a foundation in Colombia. The people that I work with, they have over 17 years experience designing this equipment, right? It's made out of a special polymer. It's antibacterial. It's not going to collect any kind of residue when being switched over from booty to booty. You clean it, but at the same time, because I got to be clear about something. I don't want anybody to misquote me there. So,
as you can see in her background, there's the Barbie side.
Sorry?
I know I'm saying, as you can see in her background, if anybody's looking, there's the Barbie side certification. So. Yeah,
right? You see, you like how I set this up strategically, right?
That's right.
But yeah, so the thing is, like, anytime something becomes popular, there is always going to be a cheaper version available, right? It ranges even from clothing. So yes, you can buy the brand name, or you can buy like, remember the bootleg, right? Even back in the day, to go as far back when they started moving music online, like you could get stuff up Napster. Like you had to wait an hour to download the music, but it was there, right? So there's throughout history, there's always these quick fix copies, bootlegs, whatever you want to call them. And because this industry has become so booming, you are finding availability and access to these bootlegs for a significantly cheaper rate than what you would purchase the original for. However, you really want to take into consideration, one, if this is your business, what are you investing in, right? Like, are you selling? Do you really want to be selling the copy? Do you want to be selling the bootleg? Or do you want to be the original, right? And that's one of the things I really pride my service on, is that we are working with the originals. Our product was designed for this. It's patented, it's ergonomic, it shapes your body appropriately. Whereas, yes, you can go on Amazon and you can buy a machine for $300. You can take the YouTube crash course. But you need to be having some respect for people. Like, how am I going to invite you over, Anderson, to give you a nice little booty lift? And like I'm going to charge you $150 for a piece of equipment I paid $50 for.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I have a certain amount of integrity there where I'm just like, come on, people, And again, I get that this is new. I get YouTube has wonderful tutorials, but there's difference between hands-on and experience. Again, I can't emphasize enough how beautiful and unique the human body is. So what you are seeing from a YouTube video, what you are practicing on your model is not going to be the same 10, 20, 30 people in, So I just invest in yourself, right? Like make the investment.
I mean, like the saying, goes,
it's worth it.
Like the saying goes, you take shortcuts, but then you end up taking the long cut in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Anna, I have a question.
Yeah.
That remember, people on the IG Live right now, you are listening to the Magic Shop Live with MistaKuskie, the entertainer, and Anna Lewis, the booty specialist of Toronto, and as she said, globally, right? We just give her that name. She'll take it, right? She is the booty queen, right? Remember, you can you can ask us some questions and just hit the question mark on the IG Live, and we will try our best to get to our questions before we finish the interview, right? So Anna, I have a question that I ask everyone that I interview. Okay, so since the pandemic started, and I just collect the answers, and I want to know, what's your take on it? If Corona was a person, what would you say to Corona?
I would ask Corona. I would ask her or him. I would be like, who hurt you to make you like this? What did they do to you to make you so angry? And let's work on this. Let's talk about it. What happened when you were a child? Let's get into come sit on my table. We're going to give you a nice booty and we're going to work through this together. Okay. And you're going to leave here feeling fabulous. Let's get over this pain together.
Come Corona, let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk about it,
love.
Love is the only solution, right?
That's
so we
right.
just got to get in there. We got to love on Corona. Apparently don't love too hard on Corona because then you might pass that around. But love is the only solution. So it doesn't matter if it's Corona, if it's anybody you meet in life, you just want to love. Love, man.
That's actually one of my favorite songs, Love is the only solution. So, coming down to the end of the interview, right, I always ask a series of rapid fire questions. I don't know if you heard them before, but
I'm ready for them.
We'll
see how ready.
It's just so that the listeners and the viewers can get a little personal insight on who Anna is and what Anna likes and her preferences. So, Apple.
I'm like, this can go many ways.
You're absolutely right. So, Apple or Android?
Android.
You are actually one of the...
But I have an Apple. I do have an Apple iPhone. However... Actually, can I choose neither? Because I really don't feel like there's a significant difference, to be honest.
well, you would be the first. Your place of birth? Anna.
Do you want the actual address, like the hospital, or are we good with
just the city, area, country, wherever?
Toronto.
Okay, and this one question is
Toronto. And when I say
kind of lost you there for a second.
Sorry, what was the last question?
I said I was about to ask you, and we kind of cleared that up in the beginning of the show. But the next question is, have you ever had ginger wine? Because we have a little crew.
Well, you were supposed to bring me a bottle, so I'm like, where's my bottle?
Well, we have here on the FLR radio, we have a little ginger wine crew that's actually growing. I'm getting a lot of people on the ginger wine train, you know, so you should get yourself some, or maybe I will drop a bottle off for you just so you can try it and show them that, I mean business.
Maybe with some more of that hot sauce.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the West Indian culture, but this one is a question based on that. It is, do you prefer to lime or do you prefer to fet?
Lime.
Lime. And I like to keep
Although the lime can lead to a fet, but I will be liming, yeah.
I like that. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Thank you. Who was the last artist that you listened to?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know, to be honest. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Usually I just have Private Ryan on in the back, and I've got one of those. What was the last artist you played?
The last artist I played was Woman by Voice. Do you prefer curry or stew?
Stew.
Stew? Not a curry fan?
And there's actually a story. There's a story to that one, actually. So when I was in university, all I ate for the entire year was curried goat. So since then, I'm like, I can't do the curry anymore, man. Like, I overdid it and I killed
tired
it.
of that now. I know you are very, very, very busy individual, but I'm gonna ask the question anyways. What was the last show or movie that you watched?
Ooh, you know what it was? And it was really, really, really good, was Seaspiracy. So I don't recommend that if you want to continue eating fish that you watch it, but I was blown away.
Anna, let me tell you something. I watched that and like you said, my mind was blown, okay? I'm not very much of a big seafood person. When it comes to seafood, I'm not really into fish. I like my shrimps and scallops and mussels and all of that. But when it comes to the fishing industry, my, I was blown. My mind was blown.
Right? Right? Oh my gosh. I thought it was a movie about whales and plastic. And I'm halfway into it learning about the slave trade for fishing. And I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, yeah. Trust me. My mind was blown, man. I'm like, wow. I mean, there is really, really conspiracy, in anything and anywhere you go. And it's so much cover up, man.
Absolutely.
So moving on, do you prefer winter or summer?
Summer.
Definitely.
I'm about to leave. I'm ready to leave forever.
Well, if you had to move out and go away right now, where would you go, Anna?
Costa Rica.
Ah, nice. I actually want to visit Costa Rica. I heard it's really nice, and I've seen pictures and videos, and it looks very appealing, and I wouldn't mind, going to Costa Rica, doing a little trekking as well,
Yeah.
And for the final question of the show, it is a trick question. And like I did my research, I hope you did yours. What is your favorite internet radio station?
The Magic Shop Live. You can even check I'm subscribed, so.
Well, you had it right, but it was actually supposed to be the FLR radio. But Magic Shop Live is good. I mean, you can check me out on all streaming platforms. You could download the podcast. I mean, when we finish here...
Anderson, you're supposed to send that before the interview, so at least I'm prepared and can answer. I'm not going to remember.
Nah, you see, that's the thing. I want to put people on the spot, especially with that question. And it is a reason why I do it. It's just to bring more awareness to FLR radio, you know. So it's always going to stick in your head because you're going to be like,
100%.
oh yeah, FLR radio, right? So you see why I did it. So Anna, tell the listeners that you know how they could get on to you. You know, just let us know how to get on to you if they are interested in your service. Just let us know your social media handles and all that.
Absolutely. So I am on Instagram as HalfTime Physique. I am on Facebook as HalfTime Physique. I am also on the internet, so you can Google me, halftimephysique.ca. Or if you Google HalfTime Physique, it's typically the first listing that comes up. You'll be able to take a look at some of the before and after pictures. You'll see my location as well. If you are interested in becoming a body contouring specialist, go to the website and check out our academic section, where you can learn more about the course and then send me a message to get further details. But yeah, that's it, man. Look up HalfTime Physique, and usually it's the first thing that comes up. So.
All right. So Anna, I didn't even ask you the question of the show. I mean, every show there's a question that goes with it, right? So, you know, lastly, what are your summer goals?
What are my summer goals?
Yep.
I just got to say peace and love, man. Like right now, more than anything, this is what we need. We just went through a very traumatic time for a lot of individuals. And I think for myself, just learning how to support and love people through every transition in life. So self-reflection. That's
peace
my
and
goal.
love. Peace and love, people. You heard it from Anna, the booty queen herself. Make sure you
and
check her out.
I can't say it's not just a summer goal.
It's a lifelong goal.
Life goal.
So, you know, you can check her out on the Instagram or just Google HalfTime Fitness. I'm pretty sure her, you know, her website or Instagram would be the first thing that pops up. I can guarantee you that because I did it myself. So, yeah, man, just check out Anna. If you have any other further questions that you didn't get to ask or we didn't ask in the show, you can also send her a DM. She's a very, very nice individual. So just hit her up, Anna. And I'm telling you right now, I'm sending a lot of people your way. So, you know, we got to talk on a little deal, right?
Right? Yeah, we can come. We can work on that tummy. You can build that booty if you want. I won't tell anybody. I'm all about discretion.
That's
so
right.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to know, except for when they're like, Anderson, how's your butt so nice? And, you know, they'll know it was the booty queen.
I might even
all
be
right?
showing
So all
it
your
off.
listeners, if you see Anderson and he's got a nice round booty, you know, come my way.
HalfTime Fitness, you got it. So Anna, I just want to thank you.
There you go. It works.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for your time. You know, thank you for stopping by the Magic Shop Live with yours truly and the Frontline Radio. I just, like I said, I just want to thank you for your time, and I really appreciate you for, you know, setting aside this time for me. And the Magic Shop Live on FLR Radio, as you know, you're always welcome here. You know what I mean? Your family.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
And I just want to thank you, Anderson, for all the support that you're showing small businesses by having people like myself on the show to create awareness for these small businesses. I think what you're doing is absolutely phenomenal. And you know, I pray that it comes back to you tenfold in all of your businesses and endeavors. And I really see the fruitfulness moving forward. So thank you so much for having me here. It's been a real honor.
Thank you, Anna. You have yourself a good night, and keep it locked to the Magic Shop Live with yours truly. Take care.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
So, people, that was the one and only booty queen. She goes by the name of Anna Lewis, out of Toronto, Ontario.